Hey, random thought. Kamala Harris was Joe Biden's VP pick. Kamala Harris. I see everybody so happy. I see the black folks is, ooh, we got a black woman as vice president. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, y'all. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Y'all need to remember that. Y'all done forgot. You forgetting there's people like Candace Owens? Well, Kamala Harris is Candace Owens with a real job. That's who Kamala Harris is. She's Candace Owens with a real job. And Candace Owens is hashtag Auntie Ruckus. My white friends who don't know who it is, go ahead and look that up. Uncle Ruckus. You know, I'm just saying she's Auntie Ruckus, just like Uncle Ruckus. Y'all go ahead and look that up. Kamala Harris is not for you. Kamala Harris locked up parents for teenagers going truant. Okay, let me get this straight. My child skipped school and I'm going to jail. How the fuck does that make my child act right? Well, now I'm in jail. He ain't never going to school. You're not helping. You're not even trying to help. Kamala Harris locked up more people for marijuana possession than just about anybody else. When asked about whether she had ever smoked marijuana, she laughed. You know what else she laughed about? Locking parents up. Yes, she did. Kamala Harris is not on your side. Kamala Harris refused to show evidence or refused to admit evidence that would have exonerated two black men who were on death row. Both were killed or executed. The information, the evidence to exonerate them was shown after their execution only because Kamala Harris was pressured to do so by the press. Kamala Harris is not on your side. Kamala Harris is top cop. When I say that, people say, Kamala Harris is not top cop. She's not a cop. She's a DA. She just, hey, when a man comes to me and says, I am a woman, I'm a man, a woman born in a man's body, I identify as a woman, then society says that I should call that man a woman because that's how he identifies. Well, Kamala Harris said, I am the top cop of the largest state in the union. She identifies as a top cop, so damn it, she's top cop. Who am I to argue with how this bitch identifies? Okay, sorry I called her a bitch. I tried not to name call. That's not right. That's disrespectful. But then again, it's hard to respect somebody that put so many of your brothers in jail over some bullshit and let two of your brothers die, knowing that she could have saved their lives. She was against police reform. She was against body cameras. Kamala Harris is not on your side. I don't understand how Democrats, who are supposed to be against police brutality and supposed to be against all this stuff, votes for top cop and the guy who wrote the 1994 crime bill. I don't get that. How are you for change when you vote for these people? Joe Biden. People tell me, you know what? My white friends and my black friends all tell me Joe Biden has changed. Now, this analogy doesn't really work on my black friends, but for my white friends, Joe Biden has been racist in the 60s when he was against school busing and integration. He was racist in the 70s, he was racist in the 80s. He was racist in the 90s when he wrote the Policeman's Bill of Rights directly after the Rodney King beating. He was racist in 94 when he wrote the 1994 crime bill that screwed over black people so badly that Bill Clinton apologized for even passing the goddamn bill. I hate that he apologized and said it was a mistake because he's a goddamn Rhodes Scholar. He don't make mistakes like that. He's a Rhodes Scholar. That motherfucker's way smarter than that. He knew what the fuck was going on. He knew what was going to happen. That's beside the point. Joe Biden has always been racist. And then my white friends say, well, he's changed. Wait, really? Farrakhan's changed. Go vote for him. Yeah, you look at me like I'm stupid if I say some shit like that. If I tell a white person, hey, go vote for Farrakhan, that racist motherfucker, hey, he's changed. People can't change. You wouldn't vote for him. You wouldn't even entertain the thought of voting for Louis Farrakhan. But you want me to vote for Joe Biden. Fuck you and the dick you rode in on. That's some bullshit. For my black friends, if you can't see that Joe Biden's been racist his whole life, You think that this old racist motherfucker is finna change? He's been literally writing laws against you. Okay? And then they say, well, the black community wanted the 1994 crime bill. No, the black community wanted help with a drug epidemic that Reagan put into their community in the 80s. And instead of getting help, like some kind of medical attention, treating it as an illness, we got fucking locked up. But white people are crying for help for their drug epidemic, and now it's a medical community problem, and they need help, and it's you know, y'all being fucked. You better pay attention. I'm getting off track here. Y'all being fucked. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden are not for you. They never have been. They never have been. Joe Biden has not changed. He's the same evil, racist, rapey, old, senile motherfucker he has been for years. And you know what? So is Trump. Don't think I'm out here saying, hey, vote for Trump. I'm not. Third party, bitches. I'm in Facebook jail right now for saying that. Third party, bitches. Third party. Y'all don't want to hear that. Joe Jorgensen is way more qualified than Trump has ever been. Third party. Joe Jorgensen, she's a good candidate. But y'all won't look at her because the news tells you not to look at her. The news says third party is a wasted vote. The news tells Republicans third party is a wasted vote, and Democrats that third party is a vote for Republicans. If you pay attention, go look through the news, look through the certain label news, you know, the conservative news and this kind of news, that kind of news. When you look at them, you see that they're giving you different messages about third party votes. The message is don't vote for them. But it's a different kind of message. It's for you guys, a third party vote is a wasted vote. Come on, Republicans, that's a wasted vote. Democrats, a third party vote is a vote for a Republican. Don't do it. And y'all so stupid. Yeah, we better not do that. So now you're voting for two rapey, racist, old, senile, xenophobic, ignorant motherfuckers. You're voting for the same shit we've been having for the last 400 years. And you expecting change? Sounds like insanity to me. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That sounds like to me. You were so happy to vote for a woman when Hillary Clinton came up, even though nobody liked it, even though she was just a horrible person. And yes, I think she's part of that whole pedophile thing. I don't know, but I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. Yes, you were so happy to vote for a woman. Now you have a woman that's worth your fucking vote, and you won't even look her way. You won't even look her way. You know what? The last time a third-party candidate was running and got to the primaries, she came up. Her name was Jill Stein. She came to debate in the primaries, and they locked her in a room and chained her to a chair for the entirety of the primary. You didn't know that, did you? Why had you not heard from Jill Stein in the debate? Because they locked her ass in a room and chained her to a chair to keep her from speaking at the debate. Because if these third-party people speak, we're going to vote for them. We are. They're not bought. They're not corrupt. They're just better. It's just like when we vote for these newer people. Look at AOC. Now, for those of you who don't like AOC, let me tell you something about AOC. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I think is how you pronounce her name. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. AOC was a bartender. And she just got tired. She didn't have any dreams of being a politician. She didn't say, hey, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be in Congress. Yeah, she was just living her fucking life. She wasn't planning on being in Congress. She wasn't planning on running for office. No, she was just living her fucking life. One day, looking at her check, she got tired. Because as a bartender, you're basically getting paid minimum wage. You're supposed to survive off tips. Congress has voted no for raising minimum wage over the last, I think, 16 or 17 years. But they voted themselves yes for a raise every fucking year. Tell me they're working for us again. They voted themselves a raise every year and voted us no raise every year, 15 years straight. So AOC said, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna run for Congress and take their fucking job and do it my damn self. I'm gonna run for their job and then I'm gonna vote the way they supposed to be. They should have been voting. And she did it. She went through some college courses and she ran for office and won. Why do you think the media shits on Kamala Harris, on AOC so bad? Why do you think that? Because AOC represents their biggest fear. The American people saying, fuck this. We're not taking any more people they send us. We're running for their positions our goddamn self and do it ourselves. That is their fear. Their fear is that career politicians will be ousted by people with regular ass jobs who just tired of the bullshit. AOC proved you can do it, and they shit on her hard to try to keep anyone else from doing it. But you can't do it. There's about 3 or 4 other people that have done it. Their stories are not being told in the media. Look it up. I'm telling you, that's their biggest fear. Their biggest fear is that we will take their positions and say, fuck you, let's do it ourselves. Look at Ferguson, Missouri. 70% black, 30% white. At any given moment, Ferguson, Missouri can say, you know what? Fuck these white politicians. Let's run, all black people run for office, and all black people vote for all black people in these offices, voting on the black ticket. They could move every white politician out of power in one fucking day. And politicians are scared of that. And they should be. The people aren't smart enough to do it right now. But y'all pass it along. Pass it along. Because like I said, a city like Ferguson, they could have voted all those politicians out. And people, when I say that, people say, well, Ferguson, a lot of them got warrants. Let's say half of them got warrants. Half of the black people have warrants. That's still 35% of the population against 30% of the population. And that 30% of the population is split between Democrat and Republican. So, as a person voting only your race and you know who you're voting for, or you're voting only your community, because if you're a poor white community, a poor white city, and rich white folks are running your town, then this 70% poor white folks need to oust these rich white folks. Take their positions and vote these motherfuckers out. Not only are you not poor anymore, but you can help the rest of your city. Same with cities that's full of Mexicans. And on the southwest border, all them areas, you got illegal Mexicans, vote these white motherfuckers out so you can stop making laws against you. Stop. The scariest thing to white power, to white supremacy, is voting. That's why they have voter suppression. That's why you had to fight for your right to vote. That's why they tell you your vote don't matter while trying to take your vote. That's why they have gerrymandering. That's why they have all this shit. Because your vote is the most powerful thing. You can take away all these motherfuckers' powers. If you take your lazy ass out there and vote, you motherfuckers came out in masses to protest. You wouldn't have to protest if you show up in masses and vote these motherfuckers out and vote somebody in that you know, that you trust. It's not that fucking hard. Look, most judges every year, pay attention to your ballot, go unopposed. So you don't like the judicial system? You think these judges are giving black people harsher sentences than white people? Which they are. Studies have proven it. Black people get the harsher sentence for the same crime. There's a black guy that's doing right now 27 years for armed robbery, while his white counterpart for the same thing with the same record with the same fucking judge is doing 16 months. So let me tell you, you want to change that shit? You a lawyer? Go for judgeship. You a small time lawyer. You ain't really making no money. Shit, times are hard. Run for a judgeship. You have the credentials. Run for a judgeship. Not only do you get paid better, you take that motherfucker's position and you do shit right. All black lawyers run for judgeships. If you're in a position where you can run as a judge, run for it. Find somebody unopposed and run against that motherfucker. Because you know what? Nobody knows who these judges are. It's 50-50 chance. You ain't even gotta fucking advertise. Just put your name on the ballot. You still got a 50-50 chance to take this motherfucker's job, take these crooked ass judges' jobs. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is, if you have the the credentials. Just run for that position. If you have the credentials, run for that position. It's not that hard. Take that motherfucker's job. We're lazy, we're becoming complacent, and we think these people that are in office are gonna save us, and they are not. They don't care about us. They don't. As I say, they voted themselves a raise 15 years in a row. They ain't voted us a raise. They voted us no raise. It's not like they've said we should get a raise and didn't think about us. Oh, they thought about us and thought we didn't deserve it. Right now, they getting paid, what, a little over $3,000 a week? But they're arguing whether we should get $600 a week during the pandemic. So while they won't let us work, they won't let us work our regular jobs, and they won't pay us money. So what they're doing is they're forcing us to drain our bank accounts, to drain our savings. They're breaking us. And you stupid motherfuckers still don't see it. You still vote for these rich old motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about us. They are breaking us. Half of us have lost our businesses. Half of us have lost our savings. You think the country's gonna come and save us? They don't give a fuck about us. Like I said, these politicians wouldn't even vote us a raise. They won't even give us money during the pandemic, but they won't let us go earn our own money. It is time to eat the rich, okay? It is time. Vote these motherfuckers out. And I don't mean vote out one rich motherfucker for another rich motherfucker. I mean, if you have the credentials to run for an office, run for that motherfucking office. I ain't got no credentials, and I still ran for fucking office. I didn't win, but I fucking ran because I'm tired of this shit. How are y'all not tired of it? How you gonna let the top cop and the motherfucker who wrote the 1994 crime bill be your fucking candidate? How are you that fucking stupid? Oh my God. I'm gonna get a heart attack talking to you dumb motherfuckers on this highway, I swear. Look, I gotta go. Please start using your brains for more than keeping your ears apart. Please stop using your brains. Stop using your heads for more than a hat rack. Please think when it's voting time comes, look up these people you're voting for, and if you have credentials to take one of these motherfuckers' jobs, do it. Everybody in this country needs to be an AOC. Work at taking these motherfuckers' jobs. Everybody needs to be like AOC. Take these motherfuckers' jobs. I'll see you guys later. Peace.